Yo, Cookie, have you heard? Arknights Season 2 coming out!
What do you say?
Arknights Season 2!
Yes, it's quite surprising that the game is so successful that the anime has got a season 2 already.
So, we gonna watch party, right?
Sorry to break it to you, but I haven't watched season 1 of the anime yet. Yep, you heard that right. I haven't even started watching the Arknights anime yet. Yes, I kinda did. I watched like the first 2-3 episodes, but I didn't get to finish all the way until episode 8. But don't worry, I shall watch it before season 2 comes out. Why haven't I watched it? I just never really made the time to sit down and really embrace the story all the way through. I had other shows that I kind of wanted to watch, but I think before season 2 arrives, let me go to watch that and then give you guys a review. I sure hope this doesn't become some kind of weird news headline of Arknights content creator doesn't watch Arknights anime, like, oops. The good news to tell all of you who haven't watched the anime as well is that the official site for the anime is Crunchyroll, and Crunchyroll is allowing free screening for Arknights Prelude to Dawn for a limited period of time. I'm not very certain how long it exactly is because the Twitter post doesn't really write an end date, and Crunchyroll site itself also doesn't have an end date. So I'm assuming that it will last until probably before season 2 arrives. So during these 2 weeks, you can take the time to watch season 1, whether it's for the first time or recap the story before we move on to season 2. So anyways, season 2 Perish in Frost is coming on October 6 or 7, depending on where you live. And we all know from the name of that where this is going. Most likely the story will last from chapter 4 to chapter 6, and based on the names of the opening and the ending of the anime, you really can get enough hints as to what the story is going to be about. The opening is sang by Myth and Roy, which I'm very hyped that they are the ones singing for it because I love that band so much, and then the ending is sang by Riona. The voices and characters list is also released, so there's all the various units that you get to see on the screen on my left, my right. The list over here is all the characters that you get to see, and there are definitely those that are a bit less iconic in the Arknights world, but they are definitely some of your favorites. So I'm very glad to see a bigger pool of people that we will experience from the coming anime. The anime will release weekly, and that will have live broadcasts for the people in China and Japan. For us global viewers, we will have to rely on Crunchyroll whenever they post the new episodes, and there will be only 8 episodes, which sounds like a few, but I'm gonna put the belief on Yostar Studios that they will present Miss Frost Nova and all of our other Rhodes Island operator stories very nicely. So that's all the anime news to tell you guys. Expect probably a Blu-ray disc that you can buy, which might come together with some limited redemption codes so that you can get some icons, maybe some 10 free pulls if you buy that Blu-ray. That news is not out yet, but I expect to see it in just a few weeks for even global players to buy. But we move on to some of the game news. Now hold on, before we move on to game news, we've got the question of the week to answer. So the question of last week was, what is some of the collaborations that I want Arknights to do with? I am not a big fan of collaborations because the big problem is that those are time limited and we never really know if those collaborations can come back. Like for most gacha games it doesn't. The rare instances you see certain things return, but things like Rainbow Six Siege that has already happened along with Monster Hunter event, we really don't know if those things can ever come back, and I find it very sad if there are characters locked behind such a time gate, and especially if they're very busted. So instead, some of the collaborations that I want to see Arknights do with will be things like rhythm games, if they can collab with something like Project Sekai, or even Archaea. I think that's going to be very hype, Archaea being my main rhythm game. If not, I rather they do collabs internally. So for example, like Genshin collabing with Honkai, those are like the same companies. The good thing about such collaborations is that you have a bit more of a guarantee that they'll come back because the company doesn't have to talk to another company. They can just do it in-house and always bring back the event every now and then. So if they can collab with X-Astris, maybe even Enfield, those will be hype. Then if not, I want them to collab with more countries. By that I mean do more booths within the conventions of certain countries. Like I feel that Hyperglyph or Yostar underestimates the Southeast Asian market. I'm pretty damn certain that if they open a Yostar booth within Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore especially, those are going to have some huge reception. And they shouldn't forget their European countries as well, because they do have a European audience, although
might be a bit tougher to gather all the Europeans into the same convention space. So those are the collaborations that I want. And remember, most like comment down in this video will be the next week's question. Now before I carry back into the video, I have to ask you guys, what in the world is this? This is the thumbnail of this particular video that my thumbnail maker made, and I have no idea what is this on my shirt. Like, I asked him for the source and what this is about, and he sent me this picture right over here. I don't know who that is or what manga this is supposed to be, and he even told me that there are variations of this very same manga. If you guys understand what this meme or whatever this is about, let me know down in the comments. Back to the video.
Right now, we are experiencing Guide the Head rerun, and as you guys already know, there is CC12 base point, the final CC that will happen on the 1st of October, just right at the start of the month. That CC will come together with a banner as well, which is Joint Operation 9. We are already on the 9th edition of it, and if you don't know about Joint Operation, basically there are 4 featured 6 stars and also 6 other 5 stars. All of these 6 stars and 5 stars are guaranteed. It doesn't mean that you can choose who it is, but rather, there are no off-banner units. So if you happen to pull a 6 star in that banner, you are guaranteed to get one of the 4, so 25% chance. And if you get one of the 5 stars, you are guaranteed to obtain one of the 6, which is, I don't know, math. It's 15% chance, 18% chance, somewhere around there. Just to highlight the 6 stars, they are Tones, Irene, Lee, and Dorothy, which I do think these 4 people can be very nice additions to the account. Like, all of them are superior in certain special modes like SSS, IS, and even general content. If you talk about someone like Tones, Irene, or even Dorothy, these 3 units are exceptional. Lee is a little bit tougher to use, but once you get familiar with him, his skill tree is such a wonderful skill to use to counter so many of the smaller mobs. So I won't be making like a video to talk about them all at once, but you will see 4 new operator showcase videos for each of these 4 6 stars. So I hope you guys will look forward to that. Then after Joint Operation Banner, which happens on 1st October till 13 or 14 October, in the middle of it, there will be an overlap of banners, and that overlap is for the pre-Chapter 12 banner. That one is right before the Innes banner, and it features 3 other 6 stars. There is Horn, Silac, and Stainless, which are all also pretty decent units. Albeit, yes, Silac doesn't really cause that much damage, she's more of a supportive unit, so this one could be less tempting for people to get. Then someone like Horn is very strong, and I think a lot of you are aware of that. I've already made an operator showcase video for her, so do catch that if you haven't. And Stainless is one of the stellar support units. So I will be creating an operator showcase also for Stainless, and I might be doing so for Silac as well. Then there are other 5 stars and 4 stars that appears, but these are not guaranteed. So the 6 stars, by the way, those also have no off banners. Those 3 6 stars are the only ones you can get in that pre-Chapter 12 banner. But 5 stars and 4 stars that are having a slightly higher rate up, they may have a chance to get some other units instead. So I featured everybody somewhere on the screen here for you guys to see. And then once these 2 banner ends, so October 1st to October 14th, that's the Joint Operation. October 10th to October 24th, that is pre-Chapter 12. And then on October 24th, we will be getting Chapter 12, which features Innes, along with some of the other new units as well. And of course, when Innes banner finishes, then we will be going on to the next limited event, that is Lone Trail, the Rhine Lab team event, a lot of hype units, and also storyline, one of the biggest Arknight stories that you will get to experience, because we are going to space. So anyways, that is all the news that I like to share together with you guys. I have uploaded some mini news as well, with things like the Popucom and also Great Frontier, so do check that out right after this video. I'm placing them over here, and thank you guys for watching. Do remember to subscribe. See you. Bye bye.